Hello everybody, it's Amiga Rob here with my second video of classic comic reviews that I was going to do a load every week, but haven't had time, and I'm hoping now that we can get a bit more time. I'm going to do some more of these reviews, a little look back to yesteryear, and today we've got a copy of The Dandy from 42 years ago. Pretty much this week, 42 years ago. It's the 15th of December while I'm doing this. This one's was published on the 14th of December. I don't know if it would have got out on the 14th of December to everybody, but it's the name of Gilliot or something this originally belonged to. Um, and yeah, it's The Dandy. And on the front page in those days, they had Corky the cat. It's like a 4 or 5 color print or something, and it's a winter edition reflecting it. Corky the cat stayed in The Dandy right up to the end, I think, but I think a lot of people associate The Dandy with Desperate Dan. He was the traditional front cover star. But no, in these days it was Corky, and I think it was that way until about 1982. Then they switched to Desperate Dan, and a lot of those Desperate Dans were old stories they just reprinted, I think. Anyway, but yeah, Corky out here in the snow, Antarctic exhibition. Come and see the fabulous Snowcat sledge. That's a great idea. Make my box cart to another snowcat for a pair of skates. I mean, even though this is like 20 years before I was, God, it's crazy. It's 20 years. You think 20 years from 88 to 68 seems like, what, such a long time. The Beatles had the White Album out, and um, it seems like such a short amount of time. And now, 20 years ago, from 2022 to 2002, doesn't really seem like that long at all. It's scary, really, but this is sometime before I was born. But yeah, the artwork is nice. It's not quite. I'm not really a big fan of the older dandy style, but I guess it had its own personality. And but yeah, the where's he going? Riding right into that snowman. Oh, has it gone to the back cover? I guess it does. Let's have a look. It's very fragile. There's no bully beef. Maybe it runs onto the next page. Let's have a look. Oh, oh no, maybe that's the end of the story. Oh yeah, oh, Snowkey the cat. Oh, can't quite see that. Snowkey the cat. I'm. I've got a new rig that I have made for filming these things a bit better. I'm not sure it works perfectly. It doesn't fit everything on screen yet, but I'll tweak it and keep tweaking it. There's Desperate Dan. God, I can barely read this. This just shows I'm getting old. My eyes are all over the place here. Um, the town is dark because you see its lamps are on Dan's Christmas tree. Not much colour inside this, but there he is, Desperate Dan, the old favourite, with a Christmas twist to it. Just pen and ink, black and white. It's still very nice. The nice shading on the. It's very stylistic. Dan looks a little bit more photorealistic in this version. Oh, and then you've got the purple cloud. I guess this is a series. Oh, that's my dishwasher. You might be able to hear in the background going beep, beep, beep. Um, the purple cloud. Not many pages, this. I don't know if, am I short of a few pages? I don't know, but um, these are kind of well, not photorealistic, but more realistic type of art style. A couple of pages of that story about beating up a bear, hitting him over the head with an axe, and chopping down a tree. Manly stuff. Uh, oh, no, it's got all these little things on the top. The purple cloud strikes, and Birdie is left alone to face the forest fire. Oh yeah, this is a serial. Next week, the mystery of the strange flying sword. So, well, the fire's drawing nearer and nearer. That seems like a bit of a cliffhanger. Sure enough, Winker does his stuff. Am I missing? I must be missing pages there. Am I? Do we have page numbers? Yeah, I must be missing some pages because there's a. Ah, now I can see. Yeah, some pages have gone here. So there's a bit of a story. I can see this was a lot. There was a lot more in this at some point. What was there? It's confusing. Unless this is Mrs. Creek wasn't give up yet. I don't know. This is a bit confusing. Anyway, Bodger, the bookworm has got one. The Dandy Book, 1968. Bodger the bookworm. I've never heard of Bodger the bookworm. What's this? My home, Bebington. This week's winner, John Halligan, age 10. And they give. Why did they used to do this? Why did they give people's full address? What was the what was the reason for that? I don't understand that. Anyway, maybe that place. I don't know. Anyway, let's just ignore that. But why did they give them like their home address in things? Brian Harris apparently comes from Bebington. Bit of football stuff in there. What's that? Birkenhead is the shipyard of the Camel Laird. Have built two nuclear-powered submarines for the Royal Navy, named Renown and Revenge. They're equipped with Polaris guided missiles. How nice. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Right Honourable Harold Wilson, attended Wirral County Grammar School in Bebington before going to the Jesus College at Oxford University. Well, there you go. You learn something every day. Another company in Bebington, with a factory in Bebington is more interesting slowing things down or stopping them altogether rather than spinning along. It's been happening wrong with, what's that, replacement parts. They manufacture car brakes. That it is, but does any famous person live in your town? Do they make glass eyes in your town? Is there any funny kind of festival held in your town? But yeah, look, we got a little advert for the Dandy Book with Bodger the Bookworm saying he's got one. I've never seen Bodger the Bookworm before, but I mean, to be fair, I mean these guys, the fashions never change. I mean, that's the thing, part of the thing about the Beano, really. The fashions didn't change. You could probably have put this in a 80s one. Probably why they did reprint a lot of lines. What's he up to? What speed? You can really tell where they got the ideas from the Viz, because the Viz is very much this kind of style. Really, this kind of. I think in the 80s, it sort of maybe they tried to get away a bit. Is this Dirty Dick? Blimey, that could be a Viz one. Um, Dad told me to stay and do my homework, but I promised the gang I'd keep goal for them. Whoops, yow, Dick. Get back in the living room and get on with your homework and do your piano practice as well. God, this is a real hard to read lettering style. Dick, cap on, lamp, and window wide open. I knew it. He's back in goal. He's got him again. Out the window. Oh no, you don't, Dick. I'm wise to that little game. Lassoing him. That's what most of these things are, really. He's playing pea football, blow football set. Greedy pig. Look at those lovely steaks going into the gymnasium for the boxer. Who's this? What this? A teacher, this guy. He's got like a teacher's hat thing on. I don't remember, and the art is a little bit very small panels. It's interesting though. This style is quite sort of odd, very distinct, and this cross-hatched suit. It's almost like Roger Melly down the line. I'm doing a lot of Viz comparisons. What's going on here? Hang on a minute. You've got Dirty Dick, then Spunky and his spider. Something a bit fishy here. Ah, and this is a more photorealistic one. And panels. Spunky Bruce was in a hurry. He was dashing. You need a pet that has 8 feet to get you up to this roof seat. Ha 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 ha. Wow, this is where the Viz gets it all from. No problems there. No problems at all. Wow, print's a bit all over the place. The colours quite far off of the actual. Oh, the red is out of. Got nearly all the colours out of place actually. Yippee! Come on, the roses. Oh, right, he's on the roof to watch the football apparently. Okay. The art is really nice style though. I like it. They don't really use this in the 80s, and I'm trying to think. I sort of associate this with books I used to read in my school library that came from the um, 70s. So Don't credit the artist though, do they? And I mean, I think that's all. The Dandy, Bully Beef, and Chips. I mean, that's got to be a. That's like a. I kind of remember Bully Beef in this, but now I'm looking at it thinking, is it meant to be? That's meant to be like a Biff of bacon, isn't it? Uh, well, Biff of bacon is based on that, I should say. Let's get it around the right way. Well, these were the days before they had adverts in anyway, and on the bottom, just about see there, printed and published Great Britain by the E.C. Thompson and Co. Limited, 12 Fetter Street, Fleet Street, London, EC4, D.C. Thompson and Co. Limited, 1968. And that's, we've got 4 or 5 colours. It's quite nice, bit of shading on the rock. It's all registered correctly. Bit of green in the background. They doing things that they did. It's this interesting kind of crosshatch pattern with the colours that follow him around everywhere. I find that interesting. Whichever angle he's at, the crosshatch is always pretty much. There's a little bit of folding, but it's pretty much the same. Rather than have to map it, it's quite a funny, interesting style. But yeah, there he is. Well, I don't know if that will interest many people, but that's the Dandy from December the 14th, 1968. I can't say I was thrilled by it. I find it. I mean, I guess people were less. They had less. I mean, normally it would be like now Christmas, or it would have been like that, in the 80s onwards. Christmas, oh, hey, hey, a bit more of an event. This is a bit more austere. It's 4D. Is that shillings? I guess I don't know. The quality of the paper is pretty much as it was in the 80s, I guess. It's not that high quality, but yeah, there we go. Well, that's another one of my comic reviews. It's Dandy from 14th. This is 1412 issue of the Dandy, December the 14th, 1968. Thank you for joining me. If you wish to subscribe, press the subscribe button. If you don't wish to subscribe, don't press it. Press the like. If you've got any comments, comment away. Anybody, I'm interested in anything anyone wants to say or anything or talk about anything, do it. Let's just talk. Hey, let's just talk. Anyway, thanks guys. Catch you later. Thanks you later, guys. Bye.